check the damages, outside damages, and then lift the cover away and check the inside damages. You open the locks at the both sides, and one man at the front side and one at the back side, and the back side must go first in order to get it away. Now you can check the inside damages. Check that all the nuts are tightened. Check also these parts that they are fast tightened enough. Then you make the inside cleaning like this, because there can be some oil which is to protect it from the rust. Tighten these bolts up to 20 kilopons. No, you can do it all the way around, and on the front and on the back. After the checking, we must put the electricity on and fill it with oil. In order to do that, we open the cover at the left side of the machine. It's 4 screws to be opened.
What will you find inside of this?
Oh. The machine is following a wiring diagram which is in the instruction book, and in the wiring diagram you can see the disconnection box. Okay. After that, you bring the wire from a disconnection box to the back of the machine and connect it to contactors 1, 3 and 5, and then you have ground, which is the 4th wire. Yeah. 4-wire cable.
Okay, when the cable is inserted in the hole, point to the hole. Okay, into the box, then the wires are placed on the proper terminals 1, 3, 5, and ground number, any ground terminal that is available. Okay, pause. The next step is to remove the cap and fill with oil. That is 18 gallons of oil. And what type is that? Shell Telos 29. Telos 29. TELOS 29 from Shell Oil or equivalent. Okay, pause. When you have finished filling the tank, check the oil level on the right side of the machine, and it should be indicated in the what number should be on there? 70. Okay? What is being pictured here is a drain plug for future use.
In the disconnection box you must use fuses 25 amps slow minimum. Then you put the electricity on at the disconnection box, and you go to the machine, front of the machine, you at the panel you have start, or the red one is, how do you call, light? No, it's light on the red one. It's light on the red one now. Yes, the red one is lit. Yeah. And then you start the motor. On push. Yeah. Push the green buttons to start the motor. And the selection 0. Yeah.
Yeah, the hood has to be on in order to start the device because of the micro switch. The hood must be in position in order to start the machine because of the micro switch, which is pointed out in Larry's finger. Okay?
Now you start the motor and turn the selector switch on position manual. Yes. When you have a selector switch in manual position, the lamps are indicating in those push buttons which are in use now. You push those buttons and see if the machine is operating. If nothing happens, paina vielä niitä nappeja. If nothing happens, then the rotation, the direction is wrong. So you have to change the phases.
When the selector switch is turned to the various symbols, the symbol matches up with the lighted buttons. So if you turn it to this one, this button lights. When you turn it to this one, this button lights, which is automatic. Okay, in order to make it easy to install the dies, the distance between the edge of the front plate and the die retainer must be at least a ½ inch. And a 3/4 is better. Okay, the next step is to open the front cabinet and choose the dies which you are going to use. You choose the die. Bring it up to the top and pull the pin that's a spring retaining clip type pin on the front and insert the die with the number forward. This process is extremely quick and requires Only minimal effort on the part of the operator.
You have a selector switch in the manual position and inch it forward to the position and make the measuring in order to see how is the crimping diameter now. Then you take it back and adjust, make a minor adjustment, and that is difficult. And make you measure it once more in order to reach the right crimping diameter.
Make a note here that it might be advisable to provide a vernier with these machines as an accessory, a good one with long jaws on it, so it is able to get in there.
In a vernier, the crimping diameter must be 0.5 millimeter smaller than the crimping diameter is, because there is a gap between the dies and the cones. When you have found the right crimping diameter, you turn it in a manual automatic position, and so in order to get the fitting in easily, you turn over stroke, how do we call it? Retraction. You turn on the die retraction, and in order to get the fitting in. Put the selector switch on manual position. Then you put the fitting in using the push buttons and inch it forward until it's tight on the fitting, but it doesn't crimp yet the fitting. No joo, aloitetaan. Knurled locking ring and pull forward the stopper against the fitting. You have to pull it from the inside, or how to call it?
You point to the device there. Okay, the nut is loosened so that the rod can be extended to engage the end of the fitting. Then the inside of the engagement surface is pushed so that the micro switch is engaged, and then the nut is tightened. Okay? Then every successive fitting that is put through the dies will touch the micro switch and engage the crimping mechanism.
No joo. After that, you turn the selector switch on the automatic position, which is indicated by a lamp, and then insert the hose tässä toisessa kannassa. Vaan sisällä. Pudistus toimii. Niin, mutta kun ei se tullut nauhalle niin nopeasti. Insert the hose and it crimps automatically now. Yeah. Make the final test, and if necessary, make the minor adjustment. Make the minor adjustment Now you can reinsert the same fitting, but you have to do it manually. You measure it, and if it's you have to do some minor adjustment, you make it, and then you can crimp it more in manual position. Until you reach the required crimping diameter. Now we have seen the right crimping diameter, and now you write up those figures on the chart. 1.0, and for when you next time use this same type of hose, you have only to dial those numbers, and it crimps automatically to the same diameter. Okay. Now we have to do 3/8 hose crimping, and we look from a chart which is now on the wall. We look 3/8 R1 hose, and we choose the die set ML6. Well, we have the ML6 dies at the machine. Ei sun tarvitse. Put the ML6 dies. And tässä on tämmöinen. And we look from the chart the right crimping diameter, and we dial it. And in order to get it in, we adjust the stroke, or in order to feed it in easily. And then yeah, and then and then we insert the hose, and we have a selector switch in manual position.
Let's go.
And we crimp it, inch it forward until the dies are tight at the fitting. Joo, anna mennä vaan. Kiinni. Anna mennä vaan kiinni. And then we adjust the stopper, and when it... There we are. No, you can't. Because the length is different. The length of a fitting is different when it has been crimped. So the stopper is not anymore at the same. And you turn the selector switch on the automatic position and insert the hose against the stopper, and it crimps automatically. When we have elbows or angle fittings, we don't use the stopper. When we have small ones, we can have it in the retracted position. And when we have from inch upwards, so we take it away. And no, well, you can't use the stopper. Now we are talking about the angled one. On straight fittings you can always use the stopper. Yes, but only on angle fittings. From inch upward, you have to take that whole thing away. Yes, we take it out. And but on small fittings we can have it on the retracted position, and then we don't use only push button manual automatic. Yes. And yeah. And on big ones, and when we have big angles, so in order to get that thing away, so we must take the dice away. So you usually do that when you change the dices. And now at first you take that cable away, release the locking ring and push it through the crimping head center. Okay. And when you have angle fittings 90 degrees or so, so you feed them in like that, and in order to do that you open the no you don't, you have a dice in, but you retract it all the way so you can feed it easily in. When inserting the dice you start at the top. That. Okay. On normal occasions we have the top cover on. And when you set the top cover you have to first set the back side, goes forward, and you only have to open over top cover the right side in order to adjust the stopper. There is a micro switch on the when you lift the cover, open the cover. So now when you open the cover, the motor and everything stops. That is a safety device. And on the panel we have a red button, is an emergency stop button.